Today what you're going to be working on is a copy. It's an exercise of a drawing of an apple. So as you can see, you're going to need a drawing board. You're going to take the drawing board and you're going to tape the black paper down to it, and then of course take the transfer paper and put it underneath. And as you can see, the student Lena has created a hinge. And what you're basically doing is you're transferring anywhere you see an edge between a value. So there's a good example of what we're looking at. So then get a bunch of colored pencils. Once you have that done, finely sharpen colored pencils. And typically if you have a very light area, you're going to start with those light areas and you're going to add a little underlayer of white to those areas. So of course keep the photo near you so you can observe that as you're going. So you can see, for example, if you have anywhere where you're going to add a lighter color like yellow or whatever, make sure you have the white underneath first. Trust me, that's important. And then as you're going, you can see that you're going to be switching a lot between different colored pencils. So that's kind of important to do that. The important thing is to really just play around with blending and mixing different colors. And don't be afraid to use an unusual color. You know, there isn't any blue or purple in the flower, or excuse me, the apple, but as you can see, you're going to do that. Now this is a gum eraser, and this is important. Anywhere you have lines from your drawing, from the transfer drawing, you have to get rid of those before you draw over those, because there's a thin layer of chalk that actually prevents the colored pencil from being absorbed into the paper. So you can see that every once in a while Lena is going back and dabbing those colored pencil lines up and just cleaning them up. So look at that. There she's got that beautiful purple red down at the bottom, and I think that really creates an interesting looking shadow. And then she's adding in basically a little bit of dark down there. So you pretty much get the idea. So the rest of it's really just about learning and practicing how to blend. You know, there obviously wasn't in the original picture, which was black and white, there wasn't any red in the leaf or anything like that. One of the requirements for this is make sure you spend a little bit of time obviously cleaning up all of your transfer lines before you're done. So you can see she's spending a considerable amount of time doing that. You know, add in your shadow. Something she doesn't do in this drawing, but you're welcome to play around with it if you want to, is feel free to add a bit of a background color behind your drawing as well once you finish working on getting the apple down. So this is just one example of how to approach it. You don't have to use the same colors. That's certainly not a requirement. I just want you to find a way to just get used to the idea of transferring something and then learning how to go back in and work with the colors. I hope that you have a lot of fun with this, and let's see what you can do with that. So there she is finishing up. That's one of the last steps. All right, thanks everybody.